welcome back to the show, buddy. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me back. It's so nice to see you and hug you.
And hug you, yeah, and slow dance with you. It felt great.
Yeah, that's really the reason I came. I feel like I should just go.
Yeah, every time. Who better to have on Broadway Week than Ben Platt? Thank you for being here. Broadway reopened last night.
Yes.
You already saw a show.
I went to the reopening of Wicked.
No way.
Yes.
Good for you.
Yeah, Wicked.
How was it?
It was like a crazy experience. I feel like I'm still sort of vibrating from it because it was like a rock concert. Like every other line got a standing ovation and a scream. It took like an hour to get to the first song. It was incredible. Like when she flies at the end of the first act, everybody just kind of was like, oh, we're all going to stand? Okay. And everybody just kind of stood
of course.
and watched it from standing. But it was a dream come true. It was like, and I got to be with my boyfriend Noah, who came with me, and we love Wicked together. So
Congrats.
that's great. Yeah.
That's great. Last time you were on Broadway, you won a Tony, my man. Not bad.
Yeah, they did.
Do you remember the feeling after like Tina Fey gave you the Tony? Like, do you remember exactly what happened in your mind?
I was like, okay, hello Tina Fey, hello Tony, and then yelled my speech as fast as I could. And they tried to play me off, but I made it to the end. And then I walked off stage, and Lin-Manuel Miranda was just standing there waiting to go and present the next award. And so I just kind of instinctively just went into his arms, and he sort of just hugged me. And then there was a photographer backstage who immediately was like, let me just snap a pic. And I like turned and took the picture with him. And it's online somewhere, but I look like I'm like just smoked a ton of crack. It's just like,
it's not even online. I have it, and.
Oh, yeah.
There you are there. Yeah, it's not, you're really psyched. You're really into it. Wow. Yep. You're really excited about that.
It was really intense. So that really sums it up.
We had Beanie Feldstein on the show last week, who I know you've known for a while. Yeah, we love her. And she's great in the new Impeachment. That
Amazing.
show.
Her performance is incredible.
Amazing. You and her were prom dates.
We were prom dates, yes.
I did not know. I saw it on your wall, I think, last time you did our show from home.
Yes.
And I saw it in your house. I was like, wait, what is that?
Yeah, we were best friends in high school, and we were prom dates. And my favorite part about that now is that when I asked her to prom, I sent her flowers, and I wrote a little card that said, Beanie loves Funny Girl, which, for those who don't know, she's going to star in Funny Girl on Broadway next year. Which is wild. Yeah. And I always knew she loved Funny Girl, so it said, like, don't rain on my parade, please come to prom with me.
No way.
And now she's Fanny Bryce. And there we are at prom.
Look at this.
So
there's prom dates right there. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes, we're doing the
so did you both
Ava Perón arms.
Yeah, did you always both have dreams of being on Broadway?
Yes, absolutely. We were big theater nerds together. We started all the musicals together in high school, and it was always our dream. She actually, for my 16th birthday, she gave me cufflinks, and she gave me a little note that I have saved that said, wear these when you win your first Tony. And I did, and I wore them at Radio City.
Dude, that is the best! I love that story. It's so cool, man.
Thanks.
You released your new album, Reverie, and yeah. You will love it, and you're going on tour. This poster is all over New York City. I don't know if you've seen it on the side of the Garden. It is gigantic, a giant Ben Platt.
Just my armpit.
It's just the armpit. That's it. The rest is covered over. But this is big, man.
It's cool. It's really cool.
You're playing big arenas.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played my original music in spaces this big. The biggest place I think I've ever played is when I was 9 years old. I did the Hollywood Bowl because I was in The Music Man there, the musical. I played the little kid Winthrop in it.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm playing that again on the tour. So it's sort of like a little full circle back to the bowl as myself.
I thought you were playing Winter.
No, I'm actually just touring.
You're doing Music Man?
Just the Winthrop material for Music Man.
That's the tour? But this is major, dude. I love this move, by the way. I love it. Were you on a trampoline here?
Just a straight from the ground.
Straight from the ground jump.
On my own natural high. Just trying to give like a Springsteen kind of Peter Gabriel, little Phil Collins vibe, you know.
I got that vibe. Have you been watching any shows with getting inspiration for your tour?
My dream for the tour is to combine like all my favorite pop shows I've seen, like Beyonce and Ariana, like the shows that are big spectacles and got everybody up moving and a lot of tempo. And then also my other favorite show I ever saw at the Garden was Barbra Streisand, of course. And yes, Barbara! And she makes the whole giant stadium feel like you're all in her living room. Like, it's just so intimate, and like she's telling so much honest stories and making you laugh and so off the cuff. So I'd love to find like a little beautiful little middle ground where we can like party and dance, but also like I can tell my secrets and stuff, and it'll be fun.
Buddy, congrats on this tour and the album. I want to talk about Dear Evan Hansen. This is in theaters next Friday. Next Friday. It's happening.
It's happening finally, yes.
When you did the play, you don't think that this is going to be a movie. You just hope the play is good.
Exactly, yeah. It's so rare that a musical gets the privilege of becoming a film, and even rarer that somebody is allowed to transfer the performance onto film. So I never assumed that this would happen, and I dreamt about it when the show started getting big and people started loving it, but I did not, especially once the pandemic started, I was like, well, now this is never going to happen. But, Universal and the director and the writers, everybody was really focused on getting this story done because I thought it was really important for right now. It's all about, everyone's universal experience of isolation and loneliness and the need for human connection. And I feel like, unfortunately, right now, that's like even more important than it was when the show came out. So I'm just grateful that it came together and they let me do it.
I got to see you on Broadway. I was lucky. Yeah. It's great. I got to see you perform. I was lucky enough to see you on Broadway, and man, oh man, I was like, dude, just stop. After the second song, I go, this guy's unbelievable, man. Just stop. We're good. Just stop, man. And I heard that when you're shooting the movie, they yelled cut after a scene, and then they had to stop because all the crew were crying. People had to the boom guy had to wipe his tears. It was like, all right, everyone regroup, we got to do another take.
Yeah, it was a very emotional setting. I mean, this is my director Stephen Chbosky's story, really, but I'll steal it, which is that on the second day I was doing one of the songs that's called Words Fail. It's kind of one of the darker, kind of more difficult emotional songs, and the first take I performed it, and it was very early on in the shoot, so a lot of the crew in Atlanta didn't know what they were in for, so I sang the song, and then there was a lot of silence and after the cut, and no one really said anything, and then an unidentified crew member who we love but don't know who it was came over the walkie and just went, well, this is going to be a good movie.
That's it. That's all you need. That's a good omen. Yeah. The walkie says so. You got to believe it. I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Ben Platt in Dear Evan Hansen. Take a look at this.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
Got it. Ben Platt, Dear Evan Hansen is in theaters September 24th.